Hi, it's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. This battle's on the Live Oaks map and we've got Biggles Flies again from Fitty Clan. It's in the AMX 1357 GF, which is the special camo version from the Wargaming League. As you can see the camo there, but you can also see it's got one mark of excellence on the gun barrel there. And he's platooned with Matman and Bunsey from the clan, two reprobates as part of the clan, and Biggles is the only light tank on his side, and there's an EBR Hotchkiss on the other side. Anyway, he's come to this strategic spotting bush, where he's pointing to a couple of other bushes that you can move to. He spotted a 44 and he did 82 hit points of damage there. Now if you're not familiar with the AMX 1357, it's got a 57mm gun and each shell is about 90 hit points worth of damage, or 80 to 90, but it's got a fairly large clip and reasonably fast reloading time, clip to clip. So what you need to do is basically pump out your whole clip into a tank and you'll do around about 500 hit points of damage. Might have over exaggerated that, but that's about it. Anyway, it's got the side of a Tiger P here, so let's see what happens. Now, the first few shots don't go in, now it's starting to go in, and you can see the damage being done. It looks like the tank was on fire, but that's the sort of damage per shell that you get. Yeah, it's been lit here and been challenged by probably the tank that lit him, the EBR Hotchkiss. So, and he's on reload at the moment, so he can't really fire back. It does take a hit from the Hotch. I think the Hotch is a single shot, rather than the EBR 75 FL, which is a double shot. And Biggles just making the mistake of staying out here, trying to shoot at the EBR, and gets tagged by the A44 that he was shooting up against. Anyway, it's gone dark now and he's back reloading, so just again moving into this very forward bush here, and you can see he's lighting these tanks. And there's the A44 again, fires into him, gets another shot. Doesn't get spotted though, which is good, so the bushing working well there for Biggles. And there's a fairly large enemy heavy tank push into town, but there hasn't been much seen on the railway line. Just a Baraskin and IS. Just one other point to note, this platoon is basically lower tier. It's a tier 7 to tier 8 game and they're in tier 7 vehicles. Yeah, it manages to finish off the EBR, so good shooting there, Biggles, but he did take another hit, so which brings him down to below half health. Oh, and a bit of blind shot coming in there from somewhere he doesn't know. Now he's got to decide, alright, is it worth staying here? Is he going to spot much more than this A44? Most of the other tanks are in town. There's two SU-152s that haven't been spotted, Cannonia Jägerpanzer 105 and a Borsig, and of course the Arty. So I think Biggles is deciding, nothing really on the rower line to defend, so he's going to go over that side. And it looks like the team is going over there to support him, because it looks like the town is basically won. That's not completely, but they certainly don't want to be flanked here. So Biggles, not knowing exactly what's down the line, doesn't want to charge down and find out to be in front of a few guns, so he's just going to sit here. And you just saw a tree fall in the background, so there's definitely tanks up there. And he's just wanting the VZ44 to fall back so he can basically do that. There's a brass there. He managed to get a couple of shots in, but he goes dark, and now there's an IS coming. definitely not doing anything to his frontal armour. But he's definitely picked up spotting damage. And okay, he's now got the side of the IS. You can see the speed of the reload here. Luckily the brass gets taken out by Matman, and now Biggles can farm the IS. Doesn't get the kill unfortunately, but he's picking up the damage. He's just hit on 1,000 hit points of damage, and he's just under 1,000 hit points of spotting damage as well. So now unfortunately the VZ goes down, but his team are doing alright. They're 4 tanks up now. And Biggles just looking for that shot on the Su-152, not quite getting it, but the Königjäger Panzer is just basically YOLOing in. Now it's interesting, just disappears there. That could be a camo effect, but now he's appeared. And the Borsig's appeared as well. Biggles is going after the Borsig, puts his whole clip in. And he's just on the reload here. Now he wasn't spotted at all during that thing, but picks up spotting damage on the Borsig, and now he can shoot at the roof of the Königjäger Panzer, and Matman takes him out. So the platoon there just combining together, and they've got 4 kills between them. So it's down now to just 2 remaining vehicles on the enemy team. The Su-152, who gets taken out by Matman, spotted by Biggles. Biggles is on 2.3 of assisted damage now and 1.9 of his own damage. So that's a combined total of over 4k. Yeah, not bad for a tier 7. Anyway, he's charging down now. There's only an arty left. I don't think he'll get there in time. There's some other tanks that are much closer. And Biggles is very happily zooming in and out. And that is the end of the battle. So, well done Biggles. Let's go and have a look at your details. So an Ace Tanker Mastery badge there for Biggles. He got the Confederate Award as well for damaging tanks that were then killed by his teammates. And a reasonable amount of coin and experience there. So he managed to damage how many tanks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 different tanks he's damaged and got a kill on the enemy light tank. He finished well on top there in terms of experience, getting 1435 base, and the heavy tanks that went to town picked up a fair bit of damage, but the 75 TS came out well on top in terms of direct damage, and he may have got the high caliber award. And the enemy team, the Barask that was on the flank there, the Biggles went back to defend, got the most EXP, but closely behind that is the VK100 who went into town. Anyway, better game there. Bunsey and Matman both did reasonably well. So let's see what it cost Biggles to run full premium as we saw. So he fired 46 shots, nearly all of his ammunition, 31 hit, 23 penned. That is just basically how that tank works. The standard ammo really doesn't do all that well, so you tend to have to fire full premium. He had some battle payments running at the same time, so he ended up with 115,000 credits incoming, but spent 128,000 on ammunition and therefore lost 15k. But as he said in his comments, a very fun tank to play, and turning with Bunsey and Matman was, made it more enjoyable. So great game there from Biggles. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing. There are more great content like this for you through the week, and thanks for watching.